to my channel. As it happened, King Charles and royal household maintain vigil for the late Queen at St. Giles Cathedral. However, please take a second to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell to hear our newest updates. Let's dive into the video. King Charles III on Monday led his siblings as they saved a vigil to their late mom at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh. The monarch, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward bowed their heads with their backs to the late Queen's coffin in a technique referred to as the Vigil of the Princes. Members of the public filed previous to pay their respects to the late Queen throughout the ceremony. Thousands of mourners have been lining up to stroll round her coffin as she lies in kingdom at the church in the Scottish capital. Earlier in the day, the Queen's children walked at the back of the coffin of their mom through the streets of Edinburgh. Large crowds gathered alongside the Royal Mile and St. Giles Cathedral. The place mourners will be allowed to file previous the late Queen's coffin on Monday nighttime till 3 p.m. on Tuesday. King Charles III has nowadays taken phase in the procession of his mother's coffin from the Palace of Holyrood House to St. Giles Cathedral, the place she will lie in nation till about 3 p.m. on Tuesday. The monarch been hosted with the aid of the Parliament in Westminster and Edinburgh and given speeches to each legislatures. Earlier than ending the day his siblings, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward, to operate the Vigil of the Princes by means of their mother's coffin at the church. Thousands of mourners lined the Royal Mile to watch the procession, many ready hours to file previous the coffin at the church in the evening. Queen's processional route in London. The ceremonial procession will begin at Buckingham Palace at 2:22 p.m. on Wednesday and transport the Queen's coffin to and NBSP Westminster Hall in the Houses of Parliament, the place the lying in state will begin. It will proceed alongside the Mall, Horse Guards Road, throughout Horse Guards Parade, and onto Whitehall to Parliament Square and into the Palace of Westminster. Recommended public viewing areas are in the Green Park aspect of the Mall, St. James Park aspect of the Mall and Horse Guards Road, Horse Guards Parade Ground, and Whitehall, West, Parliament Street, West, and Great George Street. They will open at 11 a.m. on Wednesday and will have restricted capacity. You can additionally watch the lying in state procession at the screening website in Hyde Park, the place the ceremonial procession will be proven on massive screens. Tents and tenting equipment, barbecues and alcohol are no longer allowed in the viewing areas or screening site. The Queen's route as she leaves Scotland for the remaining time revealed. Details of the route the Queen's coffin will take as it leaves Scotland for the remaining time have been revealed. Members of the public will be capable to system previous the Queen's coffin as she lies in nation at St. Giles Cathedral till about 3 p.m. on Tuesday. The Queen will then leave, along Lynn Market to Johnston Terrace, and then on to Castle Terrace and Lothian Road. From there it will tour alongside Queensferry Street, Dean Bridge, Queensferry Road, Maybury Road and then Turnhouse Road, earlier than arriving at Edinburgh Airport. The Scottish government has entreated humans to work from domestic if possible and stated that these now not wishing to pay their respects in man or woman ought to keep away from any non-essential travel. Deputy First Minister John Swinney said, "This will be an extraordinarily busy time in Edinburgh as contributors of the public come to pay their ultimate respects. In mild of this, we respectfully ask humans to keep away from non-essential journey if possible." Mr. Swinney entreated mourners to costume for the climate and heed the modern-day tour advice. Vigil ends with second of 3-foot faucets through the late Queen's children. The King's bodyguards for Scotland will now proceed to maintain the vigil for the late Queen's coffin at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh till it is flown to London tomorrow. Led through the King, the Queen's 4 kids stroll up St. Giles Cathedral to make their vigil to their mother's coffin. Princess Anne and Prince Edward remained in their army uniforms from this morning's carrier at the cathedral in the Scottish capital, the place Queen Elizabeth will lie in kingdom till she is flown to London tomorrow. Please inform us in the comments. Please do now no longer forget about to subscribe and flip on the notification bell to see our agency new day updates. Thanks for watching.